today's video, we analyze a real police encounter and the legal standards involved. On April 23rd, what began as a routine traffic stop for speeding and an expired safety inspection sticker quickly escalated into a deadly confrontation. The driver, later identified as 36-year-old Jamal Wali, pulled over abruptly, slamming on his brakes in a way that immediately raised concern for the approaching officer. What followed in the next moments would unfold rapidly, forcing officers to make split-second decisions in a situation that turned from a simple traffic violation into a life-threatening encounter.
Stop area 810 12914 Fairlake Parkway 4236.
That was a heck of a stop, sir.
I have a gun and I'm armed. I'll let you know. So why did you pull me over?
Your inspection sticker expired last.
Call Joe Biden or call George Bush.
What's your driver's license?
No, there's no. I don't have a driving license.
Why not?
Go back, sit in the fucking car and leave.
No, sir.
No?
It doesn't work that way.
Okay, so go ahead, do whatever you want to do.
Can I get your name?
No.
No?
No. You're fucking killing me. Fucking people don't get a disability. Fucking, I have kids and I have a lot of fucking bullshit things. So why you fucking treat me this way?
Set 80. Can I get a supervisor to my location, please?
You fucking dumbass fucking people. You fucking asshole.
Majestic.
I can't even go back to my fucking country because of you fucking people. I started in fucking army. Every time you fucking pull me over, every time.
Do you have the registration to the vehicle?
Nothing.
You got nothing?
Nothing.
All right.
Yeah.
And you don't want to give me your name?
Sir, why? Look, hey, I died when I was serving you with you liars, with you people, with American standards.
I served as well, sir.
Yeah. So you brought me to this, you fucking people brought me to this goddamn country, and I'm dying every fucking single day, and I have 4 children, and we wholly survive because you're a fucking racist people.
Okay.
Yeah, because I can't get a job, I can't get a disability, and they took my fucking license because I'm not able to pay the insurance. So why are you fucking trying to kill me?
I'm not trying to
kill
you,
you
sir.
are. I'm already died. I don't give a damn fuck.
Subject's armed, refusing to give ID. Don't reach for anything, dude. Don't unbuckle that.
I'm telling you, don't reach. I'm telling you, don't reach. I don't give a damn fuck. I don't give a damn fuck. If you fucking do anything, don't do anything.
Subject keeps reaching for his weapon.
No, I'm not. I'm not reaching.
Okay. Just want to use the field. Tell us going to be restricted 1439.
Sir, I stopped you for a lawful traffic stop.
I don't give a damn fuck. Okay. You liar.
I'm not lying.
No, you're lying.
It's obviously right there.
You are no. Today's
so
the day, buddy.
What I'm asking for is you to identify yourself.
White people, you lied for 25 years.
Bravo, you drive from that.
You brought me to this country. I served with special forces. I lost my own fucking brother. I lost my everything.
I'm sorry.
I have nothing.
I'm sorry to hear that.
No, you're sorry to hear that? No. Don't play that bullshit.
So you don't have a registration to the vehicle?
You know what? Listen here. You're American, okay?
Yes.
Yes, you are American. I give you my fucking, what do you call that shit? Take it. They took my driving license.
So
Okay.
They took it away?
Yeah, for no fucking reason. I have a hard time with court. I'll show you the paperwork. You won't believe what they say. They don't. When I call them, bullshit. The system is fucking broke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like you're going through a really rough time.
Man, I should have served with fucking Taliban better than you. I was concerned and a fucking dumbass fuck when I was concerned about Taliban, but in America, since 2014, I'm concerned about more about you people. Because you lie, because you play games, that's how I'm going deeper.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, these are my partners here. They're coming up. I don't want you to get rattled, but it's because you were reaching for your weapon.
No, I'm not reading, sir. Hey,
I watched you do it.
I don't give a damn fuck. It brings as many people as you can.
Okay.
Go ahead. You're not listening. What I'm telling you.
I am listening to you.
I have 4 children. Do not reach your gun.
Rob, everybody slow down. Units around 1080, slow it down, 1441.
Hey,
So-
listen, American. This is, take it. I take this with you, okay?
So now you want to give me that?
Hey, don't you reach, dude. Fuck!
800 Bravo, shots fired.
Set 80, I'm hit.
Bravo, shots fired. 800 Bravo, shots fired.
Listen, American. This is, take it. I take this with you, okay? No.
Hey, don't you reach, dude. 21.
Hey,
So-
listen, American. This is, take it. I take this with you, okay?
So now you want to give me that?
Hey, don't you reach, dude. I take this with you, okay?
So now you want to give me that?
Hey, don't you reach, dude.
Bravo, everybody slow down. Units around 1080, slow it down, 1441.
Hey, listen, American. This is, take it. I take this with you, okay? No. Hey, don't reach, dude.
800 Bravo, shots fired.
800 Bravo, shots fired.
800 Bravo, signal 1.
Jamal Wali was not unknown to hardship. He had immigrated to the United States under an asylum visa after serving as a translator for U.S. military forces in Afghanistan, assisting American personnel during combat operations. I personally worked with several translators while deployed in Afghanistan. Many risked their lives standing beside U.S. forces. They faced danger not only during the war, but even after, often leaving their homeland in search of safety and a better life. Tragically, this encounter would end in gunfire. Wali was pronounced dead at the scene. 2 officers were struck during the exchange. Both survived and later recovered from their injuries. Next, we go to Plano, Illinois, where a home invasion call would quickly turn into a deadly confrontation. Homeowner Russell Novak contacted 911 to report an intruder inside his residence. During the call, the dispatcher heard a loud scream, followed by a gunshot. Moments later, a neighbor also contacted 911 to report hearing the gunfire. Plano Police and Kendall County Sheriff's deputies responded immediately. The following video was later released by the Plano Police Department as part of the official investigation. Here is what happened next.
911, what's the location emergency?
Yes, pretty sure I just got robbed today. Some of my guns are missing and everything.
Okay. And what is your address?
It's Brett Court, Plano, Illinois.
Okay. And do you have like signs of forced entry in your home?
Yeah, I just noticed it right now.
All right. How many of them are missing?
That I don't know yet because I didn't take inventory, but I know a shotgun is missing.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and have our officer.
Hey!
Hello?
601 garage door just opened. Vehicle started in the garage. Hey, please stop! 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 Got a 28 Edward Bravo, Edward Boy 20606, 20606. Stop!
Income 721, we got a male down, gunshot wound.
Maybe 55 miles per hour. Subject possibly armed and dangerous due to the home invasion. Unknown occupants.
Get out of the car! Fuck! Please, honey, chest fire! Chest fire! Don't move! Don't move! Don't move!
Subject was seen stepping out of the car and pointing his weapon at the officers. In that moment, the threat became immediate. Officers responded by discharging their weapons, striking the subject, and ending the threat. What began as a routine encounter changed in seconds. These are the moments officers train for, but hope they never face. Every day, men and women in blue put on their uniform and leave their loved ones behind, hoping for a quiet and peaceful shift, hoping they will return home safely. Most do, some do not. They step forward when others step away. They face danger so others do not have to. To those who made the ultimate sacrifice, we honor you. You are not forgotten. This is Texas Safety Watch. Stay safe, stay aware, and we will see you in the next case.